So today we are going to discuss about an for each loop. So for each loop for a set, list, and as well as for map. So it iterates over on each element in a collection, list, set, or a SQL query result, allowing you to process all items without managing an index. The loop variable is assigned to each element in turn. So this is in syntax. So for type, then we have a variable name, then we have a list or a set. So here we are having a statement, and then this is in a list. So this is an example. So this is a list of account. Then we are going to store that SQL query into it, and this account we are going to use over here for account ACC is accounts. So this accounts list is we are using over here, and then we are going to print an ACC name. So ACC is that variable that name we are using from importing it from an account object. So let us move within developer console. So at the developer console, you just need to open a file. So file here, you are finding an Apex class. So I click on Apex class. You just need to create an one class for each demo Apex. So we are going to create. So I have already created it. You just need to type like that for each demo. Then you just need to click on OK. Okay, and you are able to create a class. So this type of class is created except this. So and, this type of class is you are created. Then I am going to create a one method over here. So we have some requirement for the um, this today's session. So we are going to create a one method. Here we are going to create a public static void. And here I am going to create an for list method over here. Then for list method we are going to create over here. Then I am going to write it in a semicolon. So we are going to create a one list over here. So we are going to create a list. So list of account I am going to create. So list of account is containing an ACC list variable. It's containing an account list. So here I'm going to create a new then list of account, and here I just um, going to print an a for loop. So for is containing an account. So here is account, and then we are going to create an one variable that name is ACC, and then we want a list. So we are going to use that list name is ACC list. So we are using this list. So this list we are going to use here, and then we are just printing here. So system dot debug system.debug over here, and I'm going to print an ACC list over here. So just click on a control S. So if you are not able to see that code now, I think it's visible to you. So here we are going to create a one class. Then we are going to create a one method. Into method we have a created a list of account. So this is an we are going to create a one list of accounts. So here this is a list of account method. So list dot account object API name you need to give it here. and then we just need to define one variable. So I am just giving to define an ACC list, then a new, then again list of account. Then here is on for loop. So for loop is containing an account. So for whatever object you are going to create a list, so list is related to a for loop. So here, except list, you can use in set as well for the IDs. But here we are using an account. So here, for loop, we are going to create an ACC variable name for account object. So here is an object is an account. Then we are going to use an ACC as variable for the account list. So what is happening? So here again we need to create a one SQL query for a fetching a data from an account. So here I am going to write an ACC list. So ACC list is equals to, write an SQL query. So here I am going to use a select statement select. So I just want an ID, and I want a name. So here I am going to ID and name. From I want it from an account, so I'm using an from. So here CCOAT account. Then I just want to limit it up to a 5 records. So here I am using the limit. So limit is 5. So here limit is 5. Then I'm just putting a semicolon over here. Then this is what is happening now. So we have created a list, so account list. So we are going to use that account list. So in account list we are storing that SQL query. So this is an SQL query. What is fetching? It's fetching an ID and a name from an account. So till a 5. So 5 record we are fetching from account object. So in a Salesforce we have an account object, so we have lots of record over there. So for that, from that lots of record, we are just going to fetch a 5 record over here that is containing an ID and a name. So here I'm going to store that record into the list. So this is a list we have created, and we are just going to execute it over here. For that purpose we are going to use in the for each loop. So for loop, so here I just write in for account. So this is an object name. So ACC is a variable name, and the ACC list is a list name. So we are just going to print it ACC list in this ACC list going to store in a ACC variable. So this ACC list is um, going to store in a ACC object, and that ACC object we are using here for the ACC for the printing purpose. So let's move with the execution of it. So I just print and control S, control E. Then here just copy the class name. So I'm going to copy the class name. I'm pasting over here. Dot. Here I'm going to copy the method name. So here is a method name. I'm going to paste it over here. Then I just click on a execute. So here for the purpose we have an execute. So executing it. Then for here we have a debug only. So I just click on a debug only. So here you are able to see it. We are able to fetch on a 5 records. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's containing an account record and IDs and name. So this is an ID is equals to ID and a name is equals to name. So here you are able to find it edge communication. It's a name, and this is an unique ID. So IDs name, and then just go to our developer console. So what is happening here? So if you are thinking now, so why we are creating a for loop? So I'm just going to comment it over here. What is happening? Okay. I'm just commenting on that loop, and going to create a only directly I am going to print a list. So what is happening, let us see. So I think I know that it is printing in a single line, so that's why we are going to create it. So just click on Control S. So we are going to save it, and your file is saved or not. You can check it from here. Here is a star is mentioned, so your file won't be saved. So when you are clicking on a Control S, so you are able to see that saving icon here, and now I am just clicking on a Control E for the opening and a debug section, and then I am going to execute it. And here I am just going to click on a debug only. Then here you can see all the record is created in a single line. So here is an record, and here is an account ID and name. All the record is in a single line, so that's why we are using a loop for printing it in a different line. So that's why we are going to use over here for method. So I'm just removing it. So we have a certain requirement as I earlier discussed. So firstly, for that requirement, I am going to tell you a requirement. So we need to iterate on an account list to display, and then we have another requirement to iterate a map based on a key. Then iterate on values and truth. Iterate on a map truth and values, and then we have one another requirement. So iterate on data truth and set. So firstly we will move forward with the firstly we will create a list set and map. So firstly here I am going to create an set over here. So I am going to create it set, just write and set over here, then give them a id, then acc ids. I'm going to create a variable as an acc ids, then new, and just write here set again. So here set of IDs, and just going to close it. Okay, done. We have created a set. Then we are going to create a map over here. So here you just write in a map. So for the map is containing an ID and a number. So map is basically map is containing an integer and string, or a string integer integer. So this is an map is always containing a two element over here. So keys and values. So map is containing an keys. So primarily we are using a map for keys and values, and a map is going to create a key and value. So firstly we are going to give them a key. So I am going to print it over here. So I am using a key as id, and values as a account. So CC20 account as a value. Then I'm going to create a map. So ACC dot, so ACC map. Okay, ACC map. Then is equals to new. Then just write the map, and here map is containing an ID and name. Name over here. Just close it. Okay, done. So just click on a Control S, and then for our requirement we are going to display firstly what is we are just going to display a list. So